Hello and welcome to the Sport for Business Daily. We're joined this morning by Gerry Nixon. He's head of sponsorship at Vodafone, and he provided a ray of sunshine in the past 24 hours when announcing that Vodafone in the UK and in Ireland were going to take on sponsorship of the British and Irish Lions tour to South Africa next year. You're very welcome, Gerry, and congratulations. It's some deal. Those things don't happen overnight.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for having me on today, and good to chat to you. Yeah, look, hugely proud to announce today that the partnership between Vodafone and the British and Irish Lions. I think two kind of iconic brands that are built around the idea of connecting people and bringing people together. It's kind of unique in sport, or fairly unique. The British and Irish Lions, we have four nations coming together to spend 3.5 years trying to beat each other and then coming together to come one, and that connectivity is really interesting from our brand point of view, given that we see ourselves as being the best brand out there in terms of bringing people together and connecting people using the power of our technology and our network. But yeah, really proud moment, I think, for the company. Great to work with our colleagues in the UK. So a lot of the times, the Vodafone companies operate by themselves, but this was very much a joint deal between Vodafone Ireland and Vodafone UK to bring this together. And as you said, a really nice bit of good news, which is unusual probably in the current landscape, but something that we're really excited and passionate about for next year.
So it's diving deeper into rugby. Obviously, last year you extended the deal with the IRFU through until 2024. So this is doubling down again with that. Was it always the intention, because you added in the women's interpros into last year's deal as well? So you can feel that the relationship with the sport has been getting deeper.
Yeah, I think, and to be fair to the guys in the UK, they really have been quick to comment on how influential our sponsorship here in Ireland has been on their wider thinking around rugby. And clearly they've seen the success that we've had working with Irish rugby and the campaign team with us over the last 4 years. It was really a kind of a moment for them to say we want to do something similar, and so it is very much just kind of doubling down into rugby. I think it's worked really well for us. I think the UK have been looking for something of this size for quite a number of years, and I think it's a really nice play for them. But again, it's trying to find something that brings people together rather than divides people, and I think that's why the British and Irish Lions is a great example of that. As I said, it's four nations coming together on the field, but I mean you can't match the kind of the camaraderie between the fans as they go abroad and they travel. It's one of those unique moments in sport. It's only every 4 years. It's once every 16 years to each opposition country. So it's a great opportunity, and I think something that we want to make sure we use to show our network, the power of that network to bring people together, bring fans behind it. It's obviously quite unique in terms of, although it's in the Southern Hemisphere, it's only an hour and only an hour time difference. So it gives us a huge opportunity to leverage our activation and use our network to do that. So yeah, it's very much us doubling down into rugby. I think it's been so successful here for us, and will continue to be with our relationship with the IRFU is as strong as it's ever been. So keen to do some more rugby and looking forward to it.
A big part of the success here has been the way that you've integrated what might at one point have been seen as a sponsorship asset very much into your mainstream. So television advertising, online material, the posters, everything has been based around Team of Us and very much integrating that sponsorship as part of your overall marketing campaign. Is that likely to roll over now into the Lions as well?
Yeah, I think it will. I mean, I think the assets that we're looking at in the sponsorship world now, when you're looking at those bigger assets like Irish rugby, you need to make sure that you can leverage them across as many touch points as possible. So that's why we bring it into retail. We'll bring it into things like Fantastic Fridays, or Fantastic Days, I should say, which is our loyalty offering to our customers. And huge part of our social engagement piece is through rugby, and has been through Irish rugby, and certainly the Lions will play a huge role in that. They have a particular strength, I think, in terms of the content piece, and huge social following. So I think that'll be key for us, and I think it is key that you leverage these things through your wider marketing activity. Sponsorship is a really key way to drive brand consideration, emotion, affinity. These things really, sponsorship brings the conversation up a level, I think, from talking day to day around product, and really makes a great connection with people, because people are passionate about this sport already. That's why we do sponsorship. They love rugby, and we're hoping that by our brand coming together into rugby can help people kind of engage with our brand a little bit more, and that's the key behind the success. So absolutely, the intention will be to leverage it through as many channels as we possibly can.
And it's going to be a very busy year next year. Obviously, everything that was to have happened in 2020 has now been rescheduled in the main into 2021. You're going to be going head to head with the small matter of the Olympic Games in Tokyo with the tour. Is that something which became apparent as part of the negotiation was going to be the case?
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously we're operating in a time that is very unusual and certainly very uncertain. So, obviously discussions with the Lions started a long time ago, a couple of months ago. So we have been picking through all of these things, but we're still very confident in terms of, the interest levels with British and Irish Lions is huge. I mentioned the time difference is hugely beneficial too, in terms of being in South Africa. And, we're hoping that it comes at a nice time, really, when things are getting back to normal next year, hopefully, and that people will travel in as many numbers as possible. And if not, we'll be hopefully using the power of our technology and our network to connect people to it, to make it feel like those who can't be there can actually experience what the stadium is like, and get that sense through our activation, both here in Ireland, the UK, and obviously on the ground in South Africa. So, look, there's other stuff going on, but I mean, rugby has a huge interest, both here and in the UK. So we wouldn't be doing this if we weren't really confident behind that. And there are other things going on out there. You have the Olympics and stuff like that, but I still think there's plenty of space for all of these activities. And I think what the coronavirus, the pandemic, has really taught us is how important sport is to us. And I think that people are going to appreciate it more than ever before. And I think they'll give it absolutely the headspace. So no, we don't have a major concern about that at all.
We never knew how much it meant until it got taken away. That exactly. Has been one of the truisms. Of course, it's impacted on your partnership with Irish rugby as well. The Italy game, it seems like a million years ago now, was one of the first fixtures to be impacted, and little could we have told at the time or thought at the time. But the conversation has been going on at World Rugby level now about restarting. So it looks like we'll have the Guinness Six Nations back on. We've got the Heineken Cup, we've got the Guinness Pro 14. Have you been in constant communication with the team in Irish rugby as well, just to make sure that as much as possible, that there can be no surprises there, that you're very much in alignment, that it remains the team of us even when the games aren't taking place?
Well, look, we're really lucky. We've been working with the Irish for the last 4 years, a little over 4 years, and we've established a brilliant working relationship and a great friendship. So there has been constant communication. Obviously, there's still a lot to be worked out in terms of when the fixtures are going to take place and will we have crowds at them or not. But in fairness, we have worked a lot over the last few months to bring Team of Us to our customers and to the Irish fans as much as is possible through digital platforms. So actually, we called it the Stream of Us for the last couple of months, where we brought lots of different interesting content as people were being locked down in their houses, and particularly in the early days of the lockdown when we really couldn't leave that much. We were trying to bring entertainment and just keep them connected, with the players, and keep their personalities that people have a huge interest in. We were making sure that we kept that there. We also had a number of events with our business customers online. We did some Zoom talks and stuff like that. It worked really, really well, and people enjoyed it, and great feedback from that. And we'll continue to do that. And actually, in a lot of ways, these formats have proved so successful that I can see them continuing into the future in some degree, and I think they've been enjoyable. So no, they have been in constant contact with us, and look, none of us look forward to anything more than getting back into a stadium and watching some live rugby. That's obviously the main focus for the IRFU and for all the governing bodies around rugby, and I think we fully support them in that. obviously we fully support them doing it in a safe way, which is all of our priorities in terms of making sure, you know, we can enjoy these things when it's safe to do so. And we all will look forward to it, and we'll enjoy it more than ever, I can tell you that much.
We're 12 months out now from when the tour is going to really kick into top gear. There will be plenty of milestones along the way. What should we be looking out for in the interim now as to how you're going to be activating this partnership?
Well, I think key for us, I think, has always been, and certainly since the very early discussions, was, you know, how can we make sure that our technology is shining through in this partnership? And I think that will be a key watch out for us. You know, we continue to invest to ensure our network is as powerful as it possibly can be, keep people connected. And I think we've done a really good job of doing that throughout the pandemic, people working from home, ensuring our technology is as strong as it possibly can be, and our network you know, is strong enough for people to do all of these things. I think for me, you know, we have a lot of plans to make. You know, it is still a year away, but I mean, we'll look forward to launching the jersey at some point in the autumn time, and we'll do some activity. And yeah, there will be a lot of opportunities as well for our staff, for our customers, and for the Lions fans to kind of get involved through our technology. We're currently working on an app with the British and Irish Lions, which again we'll launch later in the year. That'll be of huge interest to people, particularly obviously British and Irish Lions fans, and we'll continue to connect with our customers through our loyalty programs like Fantastic Day. So I think, look, watch this space. It's very much in the early stages of development. We're just looking forward to, you know, today was about announcing the partnership, you know, making it public, bringing this piece of good news in terms of showing how we're continuing to support rugby and support sport more generally, you know, within the UK and Ireland, and now the real work begins, I think.
Well, you've done a great job. We've known that sport was going to come back. We've seen how it's been coming back through the foothills of the return to action across a number of different sports. But I think you've put your foot on the gas a little bit today anyway by accelerating it with news that you're getting involved. So Vodafone will be sponsors of the British and Irish Lions tour to South Africa in 2021. For now, thank you very much to Gerry Nixon, Head of Sponsorship at Vodafone Ireland.